Welcome to the StopClick, where we don't have endorsements, so we have to take the labels off of our drinks.
Generic cola.
And energy. I was looking at that for the cue.
I don't know.
So,
Yellow flavor.
yeah,
energy.
yellow energy. Desu.
Desu.
Today's episode, I think we'll be talking about what, the Trinity War, right?
Trinity War.
It should have been out by now.
Okay. Well, and this is something that WizKids has done in the past. WizKids, I believe, has overpromised delivery dates no less than every single set forever and ever. It's kind of their long-running thing to promise a street date, and then manufacturer-wise, they never get there. The thing is, I've never really figured out why it happens, but
I can't. You know what's even crazier?
What's that?
Is I can't think of a set that actually released on time.
No, not really. Everything is delayed a couple weeks, which is, I'll be honest. Even War of Light was supposed to begin in a specific month, and I just remember how many people set up for the first or second weekend in that month and couldn't start month one. Mm-hmm. And then month two, a lot of times got delayed. Yeah. For the secondary shipments. And I'm like, there's just
with Dice Masters still.
Yeah, Dice Masters.
The whole AVX fiasco.
Yeah, there we go. But regardless of that, it's still not out yet. But we have seen plenty of the new dials. Yes. We have seen lots of the chases come out and get spoiled.
Beautiful chases,
super fun. We've seen the new relics, the real resources. We've seen the Pandora's Box and the Rock of Eternity. Yeah. And we've seen just a lot about what they're bringing to the table here.
Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite sets since, God, I don't know, Iron Man, honestly.
Yeah, here's the thing. I know for a very long time, there was a kind of long-running joke that DC got worse figures. Yeah. And I didn't really believe that entirely. I thought they just got different kinds of figures. But then I looked at what pieces were in Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy, and I compared it to how many good pieces were in The Flash. And with a few exceptions, the Flash kind of fell short a little bit. KC Flash is kind of neat. Yeah. The Engineer is also kind of neat as far as the meta piece goes.
Black Lantern Zoom.
But, there's a lot of pieces that are not really seeing any kind of real play. And I just feel like they may kind of fall short a little bit. Yeah. I think this is the first set to where I can undoubtedly say there is plenty of power.
Oh, God,
There's every piece I've seen has been... That's as powerful as it should be to be
What's even better is that they release some good pieces. You're like, for example, John Constantine and Nick Necro.
Yeah.
Those were the earliest spoilers to come out, and then we completely forgot about them when Gluttony came out.
Yeah, exactly.
and not to say that John Constantine and Nick Necro aren't good. They are awesome. They are awesome.
I'll be honest, I still like the old John Constantine. He'll have a personal warm
New 52.
Being able to hose people's props was just the funniest thing ever.
But now this one can prop.
And I'll be honest, he's a good piece. But the piece that when I realized that things were going to be different than because I'll be honest, War of Light pieces, or when you have these OP month-long events, yeah, you're going to get a little bit higher power level. But even as we've noticed, the most played piece out of the entire War of Light, minus entities, which were the chases, was a participation prize. It's Kyle.
Yeah.
You might see Sodomy out in a fun team. You're probably not going to see him on a competitive team.
No.
It's just for the point value, that was really good. And Despotellis. So those were the two pieces. Now Despotellis was a super rare included with Kyle, and he brings a lot to the table. But those are two pieces out of the biggest set of the year. Yeah. It feels like DC's finally going to get a fair cut on how good their pieces are.
It's as if WizKids is like, we're sorry that you guys got bad pieces.
We're sorry. But our apology.
Here's back pay for everything else.
Pretty much.
There hasn't been a piece spoiled there that I have not absolutely thought was awesome yet.
Yeah, I'll be honest. My favorite so far, and I'll be honest, this does put to shame the convention exclusive version, the Martian Manhunter.
Yes.
The Martian Manhunter.
Oh my God.
The convention exclusive is very weak. I think he's one of the weakest convention exclusives. Him and Whiplash were some of the weakest convention exclusives ever printed. You just don't feel like you're bringing that amount of points to the table when you put them down. Yeah. No move and attack. Yeah, you can shape change the whole down. Yeah, whatever. It's fun, but it takes way too long to set up, and it just didn't feel like you were going to get anything done. But this new one, being able to run him at 300 points, because the Martian Manhunter in the stories is Superman level. And I always hate the fact that he's never gotten his fair shake of that. He has never been Superman except can shape change and look like anybody and turn into a puddle of goo. And like, I mean, he can do all sorts of things. You know, like the Secret World of Alex Mack. He just turned into a puddle of goo. He
Secret World of Alex Mack.
That's a 90s
really
reference.
Referencing? Oh my god.
That actress, where did that actress go? Has she been in anything else? I don't know.
I can't remember. Okay, I just remember she had the backwards hat and overalls.
Yeah, there you go. I
don't even remember. Oh, we're digressing here. Trinity War.
Anyway, but the Martian Manhunter this time around is absolutely Superman level.
Oh,
like he is like a one-man army that I could see destroying sealed events.
Yes.
And that's exactly what he should look like.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
Tons of shape change.
Speaking of Superman level, dude, these Justice League.
Oh, the big three. The big three. Yeah, of course.
Oh my god.
We have to talk about the big three. The Lasso finally not doing something goofy. I think that was one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
The Lasso always feels like an afterthought when you talk about
Wonder Woman.
It's always like, if we make it too central of a figure, we'll break it. I mean, what do you do for a click that has to tell the truth? What do you like? How do I represent that graphically with the mechanics given to me?
Yeah.
And so basically, what happens is when she hits a piece with an attack, they next turn cannot use Outwit, Perplex, or Prob. I think that like I'm just going to shut you down. And the thing is, she's got Invincible. She's got a really good defense. Her full dial is respectable. Once again, I finally feel like they've given her a reason that the lasso matters, but not so central.
Here's gonna be the biggest thing I think about her, honestly, outside of her damage ability.
Are you talking about her ability to give bats and Superman support?
No,
okay, because that's cool too.
That's when she's next to a blocking terrain.
She can make her own.
Rips the wall out. You destroy the wall and you give her a heavy object.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. No, she as a free action, she can make her own.
Her and Hal Jordan.
She can make her own heavy objects. Like she's proper strong. And I'll be honest, even after 100-point dials, I still feel like it would be a super fun team to run the trio.
Speaking of that, I'd love you WizKids for doing this. This is
the traits.
No, not even the traits. We'll get that's even better.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's so much stuff to go over. It's mind-boggling. But the fact that those three at lower points equal exactly 300 points.
Thank you. Yeah, not this. Hey, we're gonna give you 301 just to tease you.
Yeah. And then at their full dial, 600 points. Yeah. That's viable everywhere. Everywhere. Holy crap, that's viable for super rares. That's viable everywhere.
Yeah.
And now we got to get to the traits, man. Like when they're all next to each other, when they're all together.
Yeah. They all enhance each other. Superman gives the ability.
The Superman team ability.
Superman team ability.
Ignores hindering terrain for lines of fire.
Lines of fire. So that's super good.
Yeah.
Batman team ability, stealth.
Yes, stealth.
Which is kind of broken with Superman a little bit. Like you're like hey, he shouldn't be able to hide. Like
he's hiding in those bushes. Hide your wife, hide your kids.
And then Wonder Woman, instead of Mystics, everybody wanted Mystics. And I'm like, you know what? A little broken if she can give everybody Mystics.
Yeah.
I know that traditionally in a lot of clicks she's had Mystics, and that's kind of her origin.
I like what they did now though.
Support, I'll be honest, that's really good because you really can't.
Here's the thing with support. What's let's see. I think Batman's top dial is 12 attack.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's right. It is
12, and then Superman's is like 13.
I don't. Well, once again, that's on their full point. I don't know about
full point. Yeah, I'm trying to say full point. But still, I've never seen a support with anything more than like 11 or something.
Yeah. You're always running a 10 versus an 18.
And then you got Superman who can just heal people on top of that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's
like screw Mystics. I don't care about Mystics at that point.
A very, very good, solid JLA. And I'll be honest, you also have the Earth, like Earth 3, the CSA, the Superwoman, which is the Wonder Woman.
I'm kind of underwhelmed with the.
Well, I don't know. Initially, I was the Crime Syndicate. Like we've got Atomica, we've got
the Ring.
The Power Ring.
Are you kidding
Power Ring is kind of a lame. I'll be honest. It's a lame name. It's a lame name. Everybody knows it's Power Ring.
And he got a butterfly on his chest.
He does.
Are you kidding me? Come on.
Like I'll be honest, they're not. I don't think you're supposed to feel like they're equivalents. Like they are and they aren't.
Yeah.
Bad guys are never supposed to be as powerful as we perceive our heroes to be. And that's just gonna come up.
Unless you're like Doomsday or something.
Yeah. Well,
that's a whole nother.
No. Once you get into like past certain thresholds, then Like, you fully believe, Victor Von Doom is way powerful than Tony Stark. I'm pretty sure Von Doom is going to win this one,
Yeah.
So you have that certain level of the bad guy has to be better and the good guy has to overcome. And that does happen. But I'm saying, like, they're not supposed to be pieces that you feel like are going to win versus your heroes.
Yeah.
Like, you're not supposed to be able to take Superwoman and then, what is it? I can't remember what is Superman's analog? Ultraman. Weird verb there. So it's Ultraman, and then Owlman. And Owlman actually,
he's pretty cool.
He's got
honestly,
some shenanigans.
I'll be straight up with you. I'm actually glad that the Crime Syndicate is not as powerful, because that makes it easier for Crime Syndicate versus like Authority.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I think Crime Syndicate is just like JLA Jr. in this set, kind of.
The way they play out, they really do feel kind of like that. Now their point values are more reasonable. I can't remember the Flash analog.
Oh,
my brain's drawing a blank.
I don't even know.
But anyway, his what I liked about him, not from the starter set, but from the actual booster boxes, is he's got some really amazing Alpha Strike potential, and I think it's like 83 points to play him.
Yeah.
Is that he can modify his combat values, all of them, by plus 1 or plus
you give
2.
him a click of damage at the end.
At the end, or sorry, at the beginning of your next turn, or at the end of your turn?
At the end of the turn, I believe.
At the end of the turn. The thing is, this bumps him to a huge Alpha Strike.
Yeah.
Like, he can hit for 5, and he's got hypersonic, he's got a huge range.
Yeah, that's
he's got a
actually
crazy speed.
piece.
Like, and with Atomica, he can carry her over there, and they've got this nice little 1-2 punch of he hits you for 5, she's got exploit, weakness, and poison, I think is what she starts with.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a deadly combo to just be like, we're taking down this one character, and they've got the full board to do it.
Yeah.
And since he modifies by 2, he actually gets 2 range out of it. And I'm like, that's ridiculous to be able to go as far as he does across the map and basically start the Alpha Strike. I mean, it's a slower Alpha Strike, but it's really solid. And then, of course, the silly part is if you say to that the next turn, he has willpower. The next turn that after you do that, when you say 2, he's got willpower for the turn. So then he can hit you and move away again, taking Atomica with him. And I'm like, this just feels like a really solid, easy setup to take down some people who, I mean, you might actually get lucky and take somebody down that you really shouldn't be able to with those 2.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of neat. I feel like there's a lot being brought to the table.
Yeah, well, before we go any further about the good stuff, because there's lots of good stuff, but there certainly are bad things to talk about. The biggest one, actually, and I just discovered this by reading my emails, is the incentives.
Oh, the case incentive, yes.
Now, I, for one, don't agree with that. You know what I mean? Like, it makes the OP, because I think for the OP, we're just getting the stupid red arrowed guy, Speedy.
Speedy, Arsenal?
Yeah, Arsenal. Except
as green, not green.
No, as a red arrow.
Red arrow, right?
He's still red. He's still whatever. But I don't know. Maybe we got spoiled with getting resources every OP.
every OP kit, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but at the same time, here's a big issue: is it's a case incentive. It's
a case, not even a brick. It's a brick.
Well, not only that, but check this out. I bought my case online,
and they didn't include it. I heard that they didn't
include it. I think it's only for distributors.
There wasn't a requirement for people to, when they sold the case, to include the case incentive, which sounds absolutely insane. That sounds like no. And initially, it started off that a couple of places were like pre-ordering for like $20 for both the relics, and I'm like, okay, well that's not too awful. If they had it on the shelf and I really wanted it, just like the lantern packs, like I'm willing to spend $20, $25 to get the 2 case incentives.
But when you advertise it as a case
incentive, and then all of a sudden it's not a guarantee when you order a case, that does feel a little strange. But the worst part about it is then I went back this last week and started looking around, and I saw it for $50, and I'm like, okay, listen. The lantern packs had a lot of value. Yeah. They were cool. You had 2 lanterns, 7 constructs, lots of plastic, lots of work, lots of packaging, and that was $25. And even then, I thought that was a little high. But now we're talking not even an MSRP on this. There's no roof.
Yeah, there's no roof.
Yeah, there's no roof or ceiling. There's no floor. I don't know what to expect to pay for this, and I think that's a huge shortfall. I think
I think WizKids messed up with it.
Yeah.
Last part are the chases.
The chases, all sorts of shenanigans.
Oh,
like
man.
I initially thought that chases were not going to be able to break how the game is played, and each one of them looks like an absolute powerhouse.
I thought Gluttony was horrible.
Yeah,
I was like, Gluttony's going to be the best one. All the other ones you don't have to worry about. And then Wrath.
Wrath comes out. +1 damage for each character within his
And then Battle
range.
Fury.
Battle Fury.
And then whenever he hits a character, he gives him Battle Fury.
He gives her something like that, yeah. But, like, he hits like a truck for, like, 107 points.
Yeah.
Mystics and Quintessence. Why? Like, there's no... I mean, like
right?
Just absolute face smashing. And he, for free, gives the relic that associates with... He's the Wrath to another character on your force. I'm like, okay, well... I guess we're going into the land of the unfair, you know.
I guess they didn't learn their lessons from the entities. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'll be honest. Here's actually what I think happened. Somebody said, hey, we just got done with zombies. We just got done putting out some incredibly powerful Marvel chases.
Yeah.
And I think this is them trying to equal the scales.
Okay.
I'll be honest. It would not surprise me in the least bit if this is more trying to equal the scales. Now, I'll be honest. This is a very exciting metagame we have coming up.
Yes.
I can't even...
This is going to change ROC.
Yeah, ROC will in
March
fact...
14th.
Will be...
And this is supposedly...
assuming it actually launches within the next couple of weeks.
on the 25th of this month.
Then we'll actually see some brand new meta come out. I'm looking forward to it.
Now, last thoughts. One thing that a lot of people kind of got excited for that I'm not really excited for is the Ultra Chase. Or whatever.
The Ultra Chase, yes.
Yeah, now, they already claimed that it was not going to be game-breaking, that it was just going to be a collector's item.
Yes.
And you know what that immediately made me think of? That Superman robot in...
the hard to find,
Yeah, I don't think the white... Is it White Rabbit?
Everybody says White Rabbit. I haven't seen it around yet. I don't know if it's...
I don't care about it. I don't care about it.
Well, I understand why collectors would want it because scarcity versus demand. That's the nature of the game. And I can understand why the first Ultra Chase... It doesn't even really... Of course, not unironically, you can never catch the White Rabbit. That's the whole point of that character. It's funny that it's the almost impossible to find piece.
I don't even care.
Case after case after case, you can never find the White Rabbit. I'm like, surely the irony is not lost on them.
Oh, no, of course not. Yeah. But there's no incentive for me to chase
I'll be honest. I wish everybody the best of luck in pulling one and then turning it into fat stacks of cash or other figures.
Yeah, it's a money thing. It's a gold bar. That's all it is. That's all it is.
It's the best lottery ticket you ever bought.
Yeah. But that's been our Trinity War preview wrap-up issue. Also, one more last thing is if there's a Hastings nearby you guys, they are still selling. They are selling bricks and
are they really?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, a few people on the internet are spoiling dials from it and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
Apparently, Hastings is owned by WizKids or something. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. But if there's a Hastings nearby, hit it up because you might get a jump on a Trinity War.
There you go.
We'll see you guys next time, and until then,
thank you for watching the StopClick.
Stay hydrated.